second is autonomy. So today we have an email from Ross in the UK. Let's get into it. The biggest problem I have as an entrepreneur is not really knowing who I am and what I'm best suited to doing. I feel like I jump from one thing to another and never really give anything enough time to be successful. Sure, I need help with lead generation, selling, etc., but I feel that this is my biggest challenge. How do I find work that I'm passionate about that also makes money? If you can help here, I would be most grateful. Thanks, Ross. Ross, I'm so glad you asked this question. I am super passionate about this question because I think the current conversation online about finding your passion and following it is completely irresponsible. I think it's absolutely horrible advice because it leaves out the thousands and thousands of people who are out there every single day hustling, supporting their family. And it makes them feel less if somehow they're not finding this magical passion and going on and following that. To tell a dad of 3 that he needs to quit his job and bet his family's financial security on his ability to turn his photography passion into a business is not only irresponsible, but it's forcing him to hit the reset button on his career. So instead of telling you to follow your passion, today I want to go through the 3 things that lead to meaningful work. And surprisingly, none of them are passion. So science shows that there's really 3 things that lead to meaningful work. The first is the ability to have your work have an impact on the lives around you, or the feeling that your work matters. Now, the second thing is spending time the way you want to, or having autonomy over how you spend your day. The third is the focus on stretching your skills little by little every single day with a focus on mastery. So if your current work doesn't fall into these 3 categories, I would not encourage you to follow your passion and hit the reset button. Instead, I would focus on what currently lights you up and if there's any overlap between your current skills and expertise, because the world has trained you to be absolutely an expert at something. And telling a dad of 3 to completely abandon all those skills and expertise just doesn't make sense. So what I think you should be doing is I think you should focus on these skills and ultimately find out how you can integrate those 3 elements into your work. And remember, it's the journey towards mastery that matters. It's not that the whole follow your passion. Because ultimately, if you look at people who do great work, it's not that they're passionate about their work when they start. It's that they get passionate about the journey towards becoming world class. With that in mind, if you or someone you know is struggling with finding their passion, or they're feeling not fulfilled because it seems like everyone else is following their passion and they're not, and suddenly their work doesn't matter, instead of telling them that they should go off and follow their passion, send them this video. Because I think there's a really easy pattern that you can follow of success, of a simple way to build a business from your current skills on through steady steps towards building a business that supports you and your family based on those skills with mastery in mind. I think that's a much better path. Now, we've got a ton of guides and resources at nicholasreese.com if you're interested in following this path and you think following your passion is bad advice. With that in mind, remember, I'm Nick Reese, and regardless of where you're at on your journey to success, keep your head up and keep looking for tiny tweaks that get massive results. I'll talk to you soon.